Good evening, everyone. Quickly settle down yourself. Do use Bluetooth, headphone, earphones, whatever device you have at your home. And do tell me in the chat box, is the screen visible? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, dear. We shall just wait for 2 more minutes so that some more students can join us. Just 2 minutes. Everyone turn on your cameras, dear. Turn on your cameras, everyone. Happy birthday, Yasha. Everyone do turn on your cameras, dear. Ready, everyone? Ready? Tell me yes or no. Ready or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Only one student is ready. Only Utkarsh is always excited. Other than Utkarsh, no one is excited for the class.
Yes, ma'am.
But you know what? The topic that we are going to start today, this topic, you will at least see questions directly or indirectly related with these topics, approximately 7 to 8. 7 to 8 questions approximately, directly or indirectly related to this topic. And this topic is percentage.
Ma'am, you're glitching.
And glitching? Only for Nandini or everyone? Everyone do tell me, is my screen visible? Am I audible?
Am I audible?
Okay, beta, if I'm audible to everyone, Nandini, you should just exit and rejoin, beta, quickly. You're not audible as well, properly to me, Nandini.
Ma'am, Nandini is not audible to us perfectly also.
Okay, Utkarsh. Okay, everyone. So let's start. Please pay attention in the class. Okay. Be sincere with this topic because this topic is very, very important. Very important means really very important. See, this is the sign of what? This is the sign of percentage. And if I talk about percent beta, that percent means what? Percent means out of 100. Or you can say 100th part, right? Because if I tell you, suppose if I say 5%, if I say 5%, so what does this 5% mean? 5% means 5 out of 100. 5 out of 100. If I say any, like 81%, so what does 81% mean? 81% means 81 upon me, right? 81 upon me 100. Now, one thing you always have to keep in your mind, that percent is always the 100 part. That is out of 100. Second thing that you have to keep in your mind is that whenever we talk about percentage, the value is always in total 100. For example, if I tell you that 20% is 20% are boys, so what will be the percentage of girls? So if 20%, please don't turn on your mic without my permission, dear. Raise your hand if you want to say something, and then I shall allow you to speak. Okay, please don't interrupt in between. I would really appreciate that. Okay, so see, if I talk about 20%, this is the basic concept, only the basic concept, that if I say that 20% are the boys, okay, 20% are the boys. What percent is the girls? What percent is the girls? So if 20% are boys, that means out of 120 are boys. Remaining are how much? Remaining will be 100 minus 20. That is 80. So 80% will be what? Girls, right? The basic concept of percentage. What I want to tell you is that percent total value is always out of 100. If I tell you that I received 50% of the fees, so 50% of the fees if I have received, that means what? 50% of the fees I haven't received, because total fees is whatever is the total fees in amount, but in percentage, it is always 100%. If I say I have lived 28% of my life, if I say I have lived 28% of my life, that means I don't know about my age, what will be my age, but 28% of my life is what? Out of 100. Okay. So whenever this percent is given in the question, you should always keep in your mind that percent means out of 100. Okay, there is nothing to write in this. This is just to explain you what do you mean by the percent. That's it. Okay, but before moving ahead, Palak, Yasha, Tejas, Bhargav, Mognesh, Vivansh, please do turn on your cameras. Do turn on your cameras, dear. Tejas, Bhargav, Palak, do turn on your cameras, dear. Okay, Bhargav has internet issue. पलक जी, आप तो कल बहुत बोल रहे थे, मैंने कुछ सुना, कुछ मैसेजेस पढ़े चैट बॉक्स में आपके कल. I felt that you all are very nice in my class. I feel that. Very disciplined and very well behaved. I can feel that. Because yesterday I read messages of yours in the chat box for the first time. And this Falak, she was the most talkative in the chat box, most talkative one. And I thought Yashashwini to be so disciplined and so calm and always studious type student. And Yashashwini was also very active in the chat box. Yashashwini, yesterday I read messages of everyone in the chat box. Everyone. Okay. Okay, beta. So now, yes, Ajish.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of 100th?
100th part means out of 100, beta. Out of 100. Okay? Chaliye. So now, let's see. And before turning on your mic, please raise your hand. Only then you will be allowed to turn on your mic. Okay, see, now we have to understand that what type of question comes in the examination. Okay, what type of question comes in the examination? So first, I shall know conversion. First, today we will learn conversion. Okay, conversion of what? Conversion of percent into fractions. Might be possible, beta, that direct question doesn't come. Directly, it won't come that convert 72% into fractions. May be possible. It might come also. It may not come also. But the concept of these is very important because it would help you in the word problems. Okay? So please pay attention. If you have to convert percent into fraction, how you will do it? So if I talk about like 5%, suppose if I talk about 5%, so I know this 5% is what? This 5% is 5 upon 100, right? 5% is 5 upon 100. And now you don't have to leave this 5 upon 100 as it is. If it can be simplified further, you have to simplify it. If you can simplify this 5 upon 100, I should simplify it. Like 5 1 is 5 and 5 into 20 is 100. My answer will be what? My answer will be 1 upon 20. If it can be simplified, you have to simplify it. Everyone, please forget about the chat box. I shall disable the chat box if you go like this. So, whenever you have to convert percent into fractions, whenever you have to convert percent into fractions, first 5% will be written as what? 5 upon 100, right? 5 upon 100. Now you can simplify it 1 upon 20 as it is. Sometimes you may get a question which cannot be simplified further. Suppose if I tell you 67%. Okay, if I tell you 67%. So 67% means what? 67% means 67 upon me 100. 67 and 100 cannot be simplified further. How do we know that it cannot be simplified further? Because 67 is a prime number for sure. 67 is not divisible by any other number. 67 is not divisible by any other number. That's why 67% will be 67 by 100 and that's it. This will be my answer in fraction. Yes, Utkarsh.
Ma'am, I think the percentage signs are ulta.
Percentage sign is ulta. Matlab?
Percentage sign is opposite. The dots are opposite. Like it's a mirror image.
Ma'am, it should be left to right, but it's like right to left.
Yes, ma'am.
Got it. Got your point. Got your point. That doesn't make any difference, beta. I was also thinking percentage sign is ulta. Hey, Bhagwan. Okay. First note this down and then I shall give you one question in poll. First note this down and then I shall.
Ma'am, because I have wrote that right to left is wrong and left to right is correct in my copy.
I don't know if you can see opposite in the camera or what.
Ma'am, he's saying you have to
Can't you
make
see
Ma'am,
like this?
the other side.
Done,
Other side. Okay.
Pardon?
Have to
I
be
could
the
not
other
get
side
you.
like this. See the other side.
I could not get your point, beta. I'm not get. Still, I'm not getting anyone's point. That can you see the percentage sign in your devices opposite? If you can see it opposite, you can correct yourself. Yes, beta. Vivansh. Vivansh.
So what he is saying, the diagonal line does not have to be like this. It has to be like this. Like this.
You are telling that diagonal lines is like this.
Yes, that's what he said.
Who said you? It's like this.
Utkal.
Oh,
Utkal is only saying that.
no, it's just like it. If you can see opposite in your camera or your screen, I'm not very sure about it. But what I have written in the board is correct. But I can see the correct thing in my device.
Ma'am, you said left to right or right to left?
It's right to left. This is left, this is right, and like this.
Ma'am, I can also see that.
So if you can see that, that's the correct one. That's the correct one, beta.
Ma'am,
Yes,
ma'am,
Bhavik?
any prime number cannot be converted further.
Bhavik, I'm not able to get you, beta. Please tell again.
Ma'am, every prime number cannot be converted further or only 67.
None of the prime number can be converted further, dear. None of the prime number. How you will cut prime numbers? In order to simplify, you need a particular digit by which you will divide both the numerator as well as the denominator. For example, suppose if I tell you, suppose 63%. So 63%, you know 63 upon 100, right? 63%, you know it is 63 upon 100. But though this 63 is not prime number, 63 will be divisible by 3. 100 is also divisible by 2, 5 and other numbers. But beta, these both are not divisible by the same number. So if numerator and denominator are not divided by the same number, then you have to leave as it is. It won't be simplified. Got it, Bhavik? Yes? Yes, how many of you have? Okay. So one by one. Yes, Tejas.
Ma'am, I have last year notes like it are like same as you wrote. So should I write again?
Yes, beta. I have the percentage sign is this only, beta, like this only.
No, ma'am, I am not talking about percentage time. Ma'am, I am talking about notes. I have wrote the last year notes.
Yes, yes. You can please note it down again, beta, so
Okay,
that
ma'am.
it's fresh to your memory. Yes, Yashashwini.
Glitching, ma'am.
Nothing.
Ma'am, you're glitching.
Oh, please exit and rejoin, beta.
Ma'am, you are glitching.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, just I'll also leave and enter. Just give me a minute.
Okay, ma'am just left. Okay, ma'am back.
Wow, claps.
Ma'am came back.
Okay. I have one question for you, everyone.
Ma'am, the camera is not actually glitching.
It's still not clear, beta.
No, ma'am. I'm saying yes, your camera is good.
Okay, beta. Do one question and then we shall move ahead. And quickly, beta, quickly. Okay? We don't have to waste our time in the class. Okay, here you go. Answer me in full. Quickly. Very good, Tejas, Bhargav, Nandini, first three to answer me. Very good, beta. Okay, let's see how we'll do it, dear. Let's see and let's learn. Whenever you have to convert into fraction, so 36% will be what? 36 upon me 100. 36 upon me 100. Now simplify it. This 36 shall be divided by 4 also. And this 100 can also be divided by 4. If you tell me that, ma'am, can I divide this 36 and 100 by 2 and then again by 2?
Again by 2.
Yes.
Yes.
Please don't turn on your mic.
Turn on your
Morning. Before telling anything, please do raise your hand. So if you want to divide it by 2 and then further simplify it, yes, you can do it. But I have to save my time. So I shall divide it by 4 only once. Because I know that 4 into 9 is 36 and 4 into 25 is 100. So my answer will be what? 9 upon 25. That's it. Option B. Option B. 36 upon 100. So just divided by what? Divided by 4. Yes, Ajish, you can turn on your mic. Yes, Ajish, you can turn on your mic.
Ma'am, can you give another question?
Yes, for sure, beta. One more question. Those, anyone, if you have to say anything, you can raise your hand, okay? 40% into fraction. Here you go. You can answer in full. Okay. 40% into fraction. Quickly, beta. Quickly. Very good. Almost every one of you have given me the correct answer. Utkarsh, Tejas, and Prajwal. First three to answer me. Very good, beta. Very smart. And it was that easy. 40 upon 100, right? 0 is 0. Simplified. 2 2s are 4. 2 5s are 10. My answer is 2 by 5. That's it. Quick and easy. Now, if I tell you about another thing. Yes, Mognesh. Yes, beta.
Ma'am, it went mistakenly by glitching the internet, but I sent my answer in the chat box.
Okay, okay, beta. Okay, Monesh. Okay, see. Now, if this was percent to fraction, what if fraction to percent is being asked?
Divide by 100.
No, not divided by 100. It's wrong. If fraction to percent is being asked, beta, suppose if I tell you that 2 by 5, 2 by 5
Ma'am,
is the
into
fraction.
100.
Into 100.
Yes, Nandini, yes, correct. If I tell you 2 by 5 is the fraction, and you have to convert this fraction into percentage, in order to convert into percentage, you always have to multiply by 100. In order to convert into percentage, you always have to multiply by 100. Now 2 by 5 into 100 is there. Now you can easily simplify it. 5 1 is 5. 5 into 20 is 100. 4 2 2s are 4. That is 40%. But it is not always possible that your denominator shall completely simplify your numerator. For example, what if I tell you 2 by 3? If I tell you 2 by 3, so what you will do? 2 by 3 into 100. Here, this 3 cannot simplify 2 or 100. 3 can neither simplify 2 nor 3 can simplify 100. In such case, you will multiply the denominator with the 100. So 200 by 3%. Okay. Now, if you want, Nandini, beta, please turn off your mic. Now, if you want, you can convert this into what? Mixed fraction. That is 66 whole 2 by 3%. Yes, Ajish, you can turn on your mic. Quickly, if you want to ask anything, quickly turn on your mic.
Ma'am, I didn't understand the 2 by 5.
2 by 5. 2 upon 5 is there. 2 by 5 is my fraction. I have to convert fraction into percent. So in order to convert any fraction into percent, you shall multiply that by 100. So just simplify it. 5 1 is 5 and 5 into 20 is 100. Now I'm left with 2 and 20. In denominator it is 1. So it shall not be considered, because if denominator is 1, we don't find the denominator. I shall write 2 into 20. That is 40%. Got it? Yes? Okay. If yes, then please
Ma'am, I
take the
didn't
screenshot.
understand the 2 by 3 also.
2 by 3 fraction convert into percent. So 2 by 3 into 100. 2 into 100 is 200. Upon me, I have 3. So 200 upon 3%. Convert that into mixed fraction. Okay, I have one question for you. Okay, here you go. Answer me. Quickly. Okay, so Falak, Nandini, and Prachwal, very good beta. First three to answer me. Almost more than half of the class has given me the correct answer. Very good. See, you have to convert this fraction into what? Into percentage. Whatever fraction is written, multiply that fraction by 100. Whatever fraction is written, multiply that fraction by 100. Now simplify. 25 1 is 25. 25 4 is 100. Now I'm left with 9 and 4. So 9 fours are 36%. My answer, that is option C. Yes, Ashwini. You have raised your hand, beta.
Ma'am,
Yes, dear.
ma'am, whenever you ask someone to whenever someone raise their hands, you see them to open their mic, no, ma'am. Whenever they speak, their camera and video will be on, ma'am.
I could not get you, beta. What do you want to say, beta? Yashashwini, I could not tell, I could not get your point, beta. Okay, see, let's move ahead. Now, this was percentage into fraction and fraction into percent. Now, I shall move to the most important part that comes in the examination, and in recent examination also we have seen direct question from this part, that is conversion of percentage into decimals. And it's very easy. It's very, very easy. You know how? Let's learn. Suppose if I tell you 12%, okay, if I tell you 12%, and many times not only direct questions beta, but also sometimes in any kind of word problem, even in the decimal word problem, if 12 by 100 comes or something like that comes, what the student does, they try to simplify it, like 6, then 50, then 3, then 25. They like to simplify it, but in the option the answer is in what? The answer is in decimal. So always to remember, beta, always to remember that if you have any kind of fraction that has 100 in upon, you can easily convert that into decimal. Because if I say 12%, so 12% will be what? 12% will be 12 upon 100. And this 12 upon 100 can be easily converted into decimals, as we have learned in the decimal chapter. So I have 2 zeros. So I shall write 2 digits, that is 1 and 2. And then I shall put a point before that, 0.12. My answer. Very easy. Whatever percentage I have, suppose 67.5%. Suppose 67.5%. And I have to convert this into what? Decimals. You will say, ma'am, it is already in decimal. But the percent is in decimal. You have to convert whole percent into decimal. So it will be what? 67.5 upon 100. Because this percent will become 100. If you remove this 0, if you remove this point, then after point I have 1 digit. After point, I have one digit, so I shall put one more zero here. So now it becomes what? 1, 2, 3 zeros in total. I shall put decimal before 3 digits. 0.675 shall be my answer. Yes, Utkarsh? Anyone else?
Anyone else? Ma'am, means if there are 6 zeros, so we will put point after 6 digits.
Yes, beta. If it is 6 zeros, then you have to put point before 6 digits. Okay? Please take the screenshot and then I have to give you one question.
Ma'am,
Yes?
can you wait? I'm gonna use my snipping tool.
Cool.
Ma'am, I'm using my laptop, so I want to use my snipping tool. So can you wait?
Yes, beta, but for you, I cannot wait for more than 30 seconds, okay? And I think 30 seconds are enough. Either use the snipping tool fast or... Yes, beta. Yes, Bhavik.
And if in exam there is more than 2 digits after the dot.
More than 2 digits. Suppose if in examination you have more than 2 digits, like मान लो 2.35%, okay? 2.35%. So what will it be? It will be 2.35 upon me 100. है ना? Upon me 100. Now, if you remove this zero, Bhavik, after this decimal, you have 2 digits, 3 and 5. 2 digits. You will put 2 zeros here. You will put 2 zeros here. Now, in total, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros. I have to put point before 4 digits. But I have only 3 digits. In order to make it 4 beta, I shall put a 0 here. Now it has become 4 digits. Now I shall put a point it before it. And it will become 0.0235. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, beta. So here you go. I have one question for you. Please take the screenshot of it. 10 seconds to go. 6.5% as decimal. Okay, 6.5% as decimal. Here you go. You can answer me in full. Quickly, dear. Okay, very good. Tejas, Utkarsh, Prachwal, very good, beta. First three to answer me. Very smart. It was very easy, dear. Very easy. It's 6.5, right? Percent ka 100 I will write in the denominator. Now, if I remove this point, one more zero I shall add in the denominator. I have 3 zeros. 3 zeros means what? I shall put point before 3 digits. So 65 is 2 digits. In order to make it 3, I shall put 0 here. So 0.065 will be my answer. That is option C. That is option C. It's Saptarshi. Saptarshi, beta, turn on your mic. Why did you do it wrong, dear? Aren't you able to get it? Doubts, beta?
Ma'am, something came, ma'am.
Doubts, dear? Saptarshi, you can ask me if any doubts because you are new to the class, dear. No? Okay. If no, then we shall move ahead.
Ma'am.
Yes, beta. Ma'am ke aage also you have to tell something. Okay, one more poll and then I shall tell you. $215 as decimal. Okay, here you go. One more poll question here. And then afterwards we shall learn all the short tricks once these simple concepts basic are clear to us. Okay, Nandani, Vivansh and Bhargav, very good beta. First three to answer me. 8 of you have given me the correct answer, more than 50% of the class. That's good. Okay, see dear. Yes, Tejas, what happened, beta?
Ma'am, I did a misclick.
Okay, dear. See, it's 215, 215%. Percent ka what? 100 I will write in the denominator. Now simply you can put point. 2 digits, that means point before 2 digits. 2.15, that is option A. And it is that easy, dear. It is that easy. Yashashwini, no chat box. Okay. Now you should learn what if decimal to percent.
Ma'am, I didn't understand.
215 upon 100 is there, right? So just put a point before 2 digit because you have 2 zeros, Ajish. So 215, 2 digit, 5 and 1, put point before that. Okay? Okay, see. Now, if you have to convert decimal into percent, so conversion of anything into percent means what? Multiply it by 100. Suppose if I ask you 0.6 and you have to convert this decimal into percent. This means what? This means that you have to multiply this 0.6 into 100. Now, if I remove this point, I shall have 10 in the denominator because we have learned in decimal chapter, removing the point, I have one digit after the point. So 10 in the denominator. 1010 cancelled out. 6 into 10 is 60%. Any doubts in this? Do raise your hand. No? Okay, who has the doubt? Yes, Yashashwini, do turn on your mic, beta. Ask me.
Ma'am, can you explain it again?
Yes, beta, for sure. Yes, Ajish, do turn on your mic and ask me.
Ma'am, so we have to multiply 6 into 10, right?
Yes, beta, 6 into 10. Remove the decimal, cut the zeros in the denominator, and then multiply the numerators. Yes, Falak?
Okay. Can you explain again?
Yes, yes, beta, for sure. See, I have like 0.6, okay? It is decimal. I have to convert this 0.6 into percentage, right? So 0.6, when I remove this point beta, I shall put 10 in the denominator because after point I have one digit, so only 1 0. If there was two digits, suppose it was 0.67, so it could have been what? Two digits, so two zeros. And then in order to convert into percentage, I have to multiply this with what? 100. Two zeros cancelled out. 67% my answer. Suppose it is 3.6. I have to convert this 3.6 into percentage. In order to convert this in percentage, what I have to do? I have to first remove the point and then multiply it by 100. So if I remove this point, I shall put 1 0 in the denominator because after point I have one digit. 1 0, 1 0, removed 36 into 10, 360%. Any doubts here? Do raise your hand. No? Okay. If no, Utkarsh, you are not audible to me. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
beta.
ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
dear. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
If yes, then I have one question for you. Okay? From the book itself.
Ma'am, but you're glitching sometimes.
Okay. If I'm glitching, beta, do let me know. Okay? Turn off your mic, beta. Okay, first you will answer me this particular question. Yes. What is the answer for 0.07% into percentage? Very good, Tejas, Nandini, and Falak. Very good, beta, very good. And it is very easy, dear. 0.07%, right? That means I have to multiply this by 100 because I have to convert this into what? Percentage. Now, in order to simplify it, beta, I have to remove the point. As soon as I remove the point, I will add two zeros in the denominator because two digits after the point I have. Now, two zeros and two zeros cancelled out. I'm left with only 7. So 7% will be my answer. That is option A. Yes, Utkarsh, what happened, beta?
Sorry, ma'am, it was a mistake.
Okay, dear. Okay, one more question. Same topic. .15 into percent. Okay, here you go. Answer me. Very good, beta. 10 of you have given the correct answer. Utkarsh, Nandini, and Palak. Very good, beta. Correct. First three to answer me. Okay. So this was conversion of decimal into percentage, percent into decimal, percent into fractions, fraction into percentage. Now, how shall you calculate if percent is being asked to you? If percent is being asked to you. For example, if I tell you 10% of 20, 10% of 20, or any number. या फिर suppose if I ask you 40% of 20, how shall you calculate these numbers? So the basic trick is what? Basic trick is like if 40% of 20 is being asked to you, so you will do 40 upon me what? Upon me 100 because this percent becomes 100. Of का मतलब is multiply and then 20, right? 0 से 0 cut, 0 से 0 cut. 4 2s are 8.
8.
You can do this. Basic, okay? A process. Now, if you have to calculate quick and orally, beta, if you have to calculate quick and orally, always you remember that if you are calculating 10% of any number, 10% of any number, so whatever is the number, last digit, before last digit, if you have to put point. Before last digit, you have to put point. If I ask you 10% of 300, 10% of 300. So it will be what? 300. You can put a point here. You can put a point here. Suppose if after point I have 0, so this 0 will have no value. This 0 will have no value. My answer will be 30. If I tell you 10% of 405, so it is 405.
40 upon 40.5.
Yes, in order to find the 10%, in order to find the 10%, you shall put point before one last digit. You shall put point before one last digit and it will be that easy to calculate. So calculating 10% of any number is very easy. Calculating 10% of any number is very easy. Now, if you know 10% calculation, you can calculate 10, 20, 30, 40, 60 easily. How? So, 10% of 20 is easy for me. 2.0, that is 2. And if 40 is being asked, so 2 into 4, 8. Simply you can calculate. Simply you can calculate. For example, suppose if 70% of 80 is being asked, 70% of 80 is being asked. So 10% is in my mind. 10% is in my mind. That 10% of 80 is what? 10% of 80 is 8.0. That is 8. That is simply 8. And if 70% is being asked, that means you just have to multiply 7 into this 8. That is so easy and quick. Any doubt in this concept? Do raise your hand.
No doubt.
No? Please pay attention once more. Suppose if like 30% of 72 is being asked. 30% of 72 is being asked. I know that 10% of 72 is what? This I can do orally 7.2. Before I have to put point before one digit. So it's 7.2. In order to calculate 30%, I shall multiply. It is 30. That is 3 into 10. So I shall multiply 3 by 7.2. 21.6. And in seconds, you can calculate your answer. And if in examination, by any chance, you forget this trick, so you can do this way. 30 upon 100 into 72. 0 say 0, cut. 72 into 3 you will do. You will get 216 upon me 10. 216 upon me 10 is 21.6. So you can go for this traditional way also, but doing this short trick can save your time. Okay, and not time, but lot of time. Okay? Any doubts in this beta? Do raise your hand. No doubts? Okay. If no doubts, then I have one more thing to tell you. Yes, beta?
Ma'am, actually some internet issue was happened, so even my mother came. So I didn't see the screen and I didn't hear the voice. So can you explain another time?
Please pay attention, Najeesh, and please watch the recordings once. If 10% of any number is being asked to you, any number, whatever is the number, in order to find the 10%, you have to put point before one digit. That means if I ask you 10% of 40, so 10% of 40 is what? 40, एक digit के पहले you will put point. 4.0. 4.0 means what? 4.0 means 4. So your answer would be simply 4. If I ask you 10% of, suppose, 52.
1.
So 52, and you have to put point before one digit. So I will put point here. 5.2. So calculating 10% of any number is very easy. Without any calculation, just put a point before a single digit. Count from the end, put a point before a single digit. Now, if same thing is being asked to you, suppose if 30% of 40 is being asked to you. So 10% is clear to me. 10% is 4. If 30 is being asked to you, that is 3 times of 10. She will multiply 4 by 3. 12. Suppose 40% of 52 is being asked to you. So 10% is known to me, 5.2, right? Because I have to put point before one digit. In order to find out 40%, I shall just multiply this by 4. So 5.2 into 4, 20.8. And it is that easy and quick. Got it? Yes? Okay. If got it, then I have one more thing to tell you. 10% you can calculate like 20%, 70%, 80%. What if 28% is being asked? What if 28% is being asked? How shall you calculate this? So for this, you should be, if suppose if 28% of 40 is being asked, suppose 28% of 40 is being asked. So you can do one thing. You can do the traditional way, right? 28 upon 100 into 40, 0 says 0, correct? And then 28 into 40, it will be how much? 112. Put a point. 11.2. Because upon me also I have 10, right? Also I have 10. But if you want to make it a bit quick, how you will do it? 10% is known, not 10% of any number, what I told you. You have to put point before one digit. So 4.0, right? 4.0. And 1% of any number, if you are calculating, you have to put point before 2 digits always. Always you remember. 1% of any number. 1% of any number you are calculating, you have to put point before 2 digits. So 1% of 40 will be what? 0.40. That you can write 0.4. You write 0.4. I know 20% of 40 will be what? 20% of 40 will be 4 to the 8. 20% of 40 is 8. And 20 के बाद what I have? 8%. 8% of 40 will be what? 8% of 40 will be 0.4. That is 1% into 8. That is 3.2%. 8 plus 3.2, 11.2. You might feel that, ma'am, it's a bit tough. But if you practice this way, it would be very easy and your calculation will be very quick and chances of wrong is less. But only if you practice. Only if you practice these, it will be quick and easy. Because you just have to put a point before digits. And if any chance, just a second, beta, because now I'm going to end the class. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute more. If by any chance you forget the short trick, you can go for the traditional method. That will be same for each and every question. Okay? So that's it for today, dear. That's it for today. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me. Bye, everyone.
Bye, ma'am.
Who is this?
Who is this?
Ajish, why are you doing
Ajish, why are you doing this in the chat box?